All right. So, this is my reaction to the whole TonyTooGhost and Stix situation. I will be splitting this video up into two parts just because the reaction was very long because I watched multiple videos. So, definitely make sure to check both parts out because I think both of them are very important to kind of give my full reaction over the situation and what I think about it. Now, I will be coming out with a more comprehensive video over not just the Stix and TonyTooGhost situation, but also Tower Fantasy in general, the hate that it's been getting, and I think the unfair criticism that it's been getting. But all of that will be in, like I said, a future video. It'll be a lot more comprehensive than my initial reaction here. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Okay. Alright, I can't believe I have to do this. Me neither.
Drama videos or drama threads over on Reddit. I prefer to focus my attention on the studios, and more than that, the games that the studios are mishandling. I also don't typically do videos on topics that could have and honestly should have been handled through DMs. But when I get called out for misinformation, when I get called out for supposedly attacking and disrespecting other content creators, I feel this innate need to respond, to clear things up, and that is what we're here today to do. I've been playing a lot of Tower Fantasy over the last week. I've invested almost 30 hours into the game thus far, clearing every single thing I could in Domain 9 3.0, the most recent patch, because I want to take the time to do a more concise, deeper dive into everything that I've discussed in the past, and then everything that I have experienced over the course of the last week. And while I'm sure you've all seen the Asmongold reaction video, which a lot of people found very amusing, I do want to note that I feel like it is personally unnecessary to go into his videos and start spamming him, bashing on him, hating him. Yes, he did a video where he called me out. Yes, he did a video where he insulted me. Yes, he did a video where he attacked me, but at the end of the day, that is his opinion. That is his prerogative. He has every right to say whatever he wants in his own space. Twitch and YouTube are platforms where you can speak your mind unfiltered. But if you call me out for spreading misinformation, make sure you're not spreading misinformation yourself.
Reported and made content on Tower Fantasy back in the day and then disappeared, and then 3.0 comes and it launches and he gets back on and he does this really half-assed kind of stream. I'm lurking in the stream.
I did do a half-assed kind of stream. It was the first day back in the game in about 8 or 9 months. I didn't remember my rotation. I didn't remember what characters or weapons I had equipped. I was trying to get the feel for everything again so I could push into 3.0, push into 2.0 and clear content.
For instance, he's level 32, doesn't even have all of his armor on, is still in 1.0, not even caught up to 3.0 yet, plays and then just uploads a video just shitting all over the game, and that upset a lot of Tower Fantasy community.
Well, like, I'm surprised. Well, I saw the amount of subscribers and then I was like, why is like a giant ass channel like this like going after like a very small one? Like, I don't.
So the video he's talking about is Tower Fantasy's last.
It's just Betty. Yeah, no, like, well, because I saw Tectone reacting to this, and then I guess Asmongold did too, and it's just like, bro, like I get that he's reacting to, or I get that the Tony guy is reacting to this dude, but it's like, bruh, like,
last chance where I reacted
constantly
to
doing posts about the game
3.0 trailer, and then I expressed that I believed 3.0 was the last chance Tower Fantasy had to succeed, because I didn't think there would be a 4.0 if it continued to decline further than it already has. Then Asmongold did a reaction video to my video, I think, and this is where I'm assuming he saw level 32. So this was me reacting to Asmongold reacting to me, where I agreed with a lot of what was said. Now, yeah, I may have titled it the real reason why Tower Fantasy is failing, It's a very clickbait title. Clickbait is part of the YouTube game, but in the video, we address numerous different reasons why Tower of Fantasy might have been failing.
Because one, a video like that is not good for us. It's gonna harm our community.
But it's also just my opinion, and I feel like I should be allowed to express that opinion in video form.
And two, it looks like you literally got on, streamed, and wanted to make that bait video just to get some clicks.
No, I got on, I streamed, and then I streamed the next day, and then I streamed every day that week. I made that video because I had received that email the day I made that video.
That's not okay. And that's strike one. And then, not even that, a couple days later, I'm lurking in your stream, and then you start talking bad about VTubers and how women only VTube because they don't want to wear makeup.
Yeah, like, I think another reason why people can put it whatever they want. Yeah, who the fuck is doing strikes too? Well, see, so my thing is just like a big reason why I don't think TOF is doing well is because people played the game for the first month that it was out and then was like, oh yeah, no, fuck this game. And then, I don't know. And then I feel like it put a bad taste in people's mouth. And then, from then on, people just shit-talked the game from people who only played from, like, 1.0 to, like, 1.2 or whatever. Yeah, no, like, I cannot blame people for hating the game after that shitty-ass release. Like, it was fucking horrible. But where the game is now, it's like, it is completely different. And so that's why, I don't know. They'll defend Genshin whenever I was literally doing baby games earlier. I was literally playing baby games. But, so, I don't know.
That is called a joke and was taken way out of context. What I said was, the reason people do VTubing is...
Well, and then, like, also, like, whenever people keep doom posting, it just turns off even more people because they're just like, oh, yeah, fuck you up, blah, blah, blah. Imagine thinking Dragon... No, Dragon Raja was fucking stupid, okay? We played that together, Riku. I think you lasted longer in Dragon Raja than you did in TOF. Okay, I played for, like, a day, okay? That's completely... That's like an eternity, basically.
is because they don't want to wear makeup and they don't want to wear pants. That entire thing was a joke. We were joking before that. We were joking after that.
Okay,
That was a joke.
I don't care about the disses to
avatar,
VTubers. I just want to hear the TOF stuff.
Anything. You can be completely nude. Thus the joke.
And that they all sound the same, and when people send you clips of VTubers, you just blow it off like, oh, just another VTuber. No.
I said that someone sent me several clips of several different VTubers who all sounded the same.
That's fine. Just keep your opinions to yourself, okay?
But at the same time, nobody else is keeping their opinions to themselves, yourself included.
You don't know what people deal with. You don't know why anybody decides to use a VTube model instead of their own face, okay, to make. That's strike.
Yeah, from the reaction video that I watched from Tectone, the majority of it was about VTubers. And I was just like, and that's why I was like, I get why Tony made the video to defend TOF, but like he just made it very cringy, and it wasn't the best look for TOF.
Hardworking content. Strike 3, because
for TOF players, I mean.
You're just attacking hardworking content creators who love Tower of Fantasy,
like
who want to provide content for the community.
He really did.
Keep the community
it's straight up just like a little
alive.
dolphin
Nowhere
face.
in here did I attack other content creators. I just want to note that before he goes any further.
Harm it. And
Well,
shit
not
all
always,
over
Riku.
people
I have seen a couple
because you have nothing better
VTubers
to do.
who,
There's this
like,
Reddit
a
post
couple female
that
ones
says,
that
"I
are
dislike
like
my YouTube
drop
feed
dead
for tough.
gorgeous.
It's filled with a
who are
content creator
VTubers.
that starts with the letter, and I enjoy the gameplay, and I enjoy the characters, and all these.
Maybe
things
not
that
drop
you
dead
decided to
gorgeous,
shit
but,
on
like,
the other
really
day
cute.
in your video.
And once again, it is just a
Yeah, Riku, that's strike 1.
personal opinion, subjective, entirely subjective. You just said that you love all those characters. I did not. Other people do not. And there is nothing wrong with sharing that subjective opinion. I'm not telling you that you can't like those character models. What I'm saying is, I don't need to.
So I'm gonna play this clip. This is like
You're
why?
still-
Why the ignorance?
Koro right now. I feel like bad for content creators like Koro,
Yeah,
Chaos
don't
Prime,
stand out.
Meiki, Chico, Amika. Dude, this sounds like a whole list of like,
Weapons.
you know,
Yeah, and like that, man. There's just like, man, the
people that you'd.
release of the game really fucked things over for TOF, because every single complaint people have about Genshin or any other gacha game, TOF solves that. There's so much stuff to do to where if you have someone like MTash, where they're just like, I want to play your game, you just won't let me. It's like, play TOF. you can play that game till the day you die. Like, there's so much shit to do. Like, I have a ridiculous amount of stuff that I still haven't even touched yet. And I don't know. And then like with like the different types of weapons, the character trailers, the stories getting better. I mean, the story definitely needs to improve. Like, I think right now it's like 5 out of 10. And it definitely started out at like a 1 out of 10. But it's been on the incline. We'll have to go fuck themselves. Yes! Literally, the developers of Genshin straight up said, guess what? You can all go fuck yourselves. Keep giving us your money. And then even the people who hate on the game will still go back to it. And it's like, okay, but you're not willing to go to a game like TOF, where the developers actually come out with constant updates, they improve old characters, they come out with constant new content to where you can put your account to the test the limits of your account, to use what Tectone has been complaining about, where he just wants to test the limits of his Genshin account. Well, guess what? You can do that with TOF. And if you're weird, you can do PvP. And then someone like Asmongold, where they said that PvP and MMOs never work, which they probably don't, so he's right, but it's not like a whale only, like, it's not that you have to be a whale to succeed in PvP, because they balance that out to where as long as you have one copy of a character, you have them maxed out in PvP. Or any type of competitive game mode. The only place where being a whale actually helps is in the open world, which no one fucking cares about.
Find on the curb late at night when you're out around downtown.
You refuse to play Genshin.
A little something extra.
Let's do Spiral Abyss for the 100th time.
What does that even
Literally,
mean?
I mean,
and
I
it's
don't
just
have to
like...
spell this out. I know you know exactly what I mean.
And it's like the amount of content that comes out for TOF, the types of new enemies, like... For Genshin, like, they release half a map in an entire year, and everyone, like, creams in their pants. But then TOF comes out with an entire fucking universe in a month, and then they're just like, nah, fuck that.
You can buy views from YouTube.
And then you got people in his chat, all no names. Who cares?
You have people in his chat, all no names. So you're complaining that I'm attacking
Dragon
and
Raja
I'm
quality.
disrespecting other
No,
people. And then
so one thing that I heard, I think it was yesterday. So Gato, I think Gato has been kind of like hearing about this type of stuff, like the drama and whatnot, because he actually went over, like he talked about the lag and also the graphics, because TOF uses the Real Engine 4, but and I don't remember the specifics of what he said, but basically the way that like the server works and everything, that's why you could possibly have lag if you have your Wonder account above 5. But the point of Real Engine 4 is to go for realism, whereas other MMOs use Real Engine 3, and like a game like Genshin, that goes for more like anime style, you know?
and call everyone in the chat no names. That is the
Fucking
exact
baby
same
game.
kind of hypocritical disrespect that you're claiming
Just gonna
I
make a
am
video.
exhibiting.
How many
Really?
views, how many
Okay.
subs they have. They're
Because again, like, it pisses me off constantly whenever it's just like the constant, like, I wouldn't really, I mean, I guess it's kind of like misinformation, but whenever they just say something that's blatantly wrong, where they're just like, oh yeah, you know, like, I'm trying to think of one of the big ones that I've heard. I had one on the top of my head, but I lost it. But regardless, it's mainly about like the complaints that they have with other games that TOF solves.
putting out content for a game that they care about. Just fuck off. Go harass another community.
Is talking truths about something harassment? Honestly, giving my opinion based off of statistics that are made publicly available online by numerous different sources is not harassment.
We don't want you here if you're gonna be toxic, because you're not helping the game. You're baiting for clicks, but you're disrespecting people.
I'm not disrespecting anyone. What I said about the names, the usernames, was a joke. My username Stix spawned from an event that took place in Shadow Moon Valley, the garrison that we had in Warlords of Draenor in World of Warcraft. My sister at the time, Wiggy, and I were sitting in our garrison, and she decided on the name Wiggy, and she asked me what name I was going to choose when we started the MMOBite channel. I saw that there was a rock and a stick next to it, and I said, I'm gonna go with Stix. She said, that is a dumb name. And I said, well, too bad. I didn't put any additional thought into it, and to this day, people still laugh at the name. I laugh at the name. People online, the Tower Fantasy community, they labeled me MMO Bait. I thought that was a hilarious name. I thought it was so funny. I went and changed, probably about 8 months ago, profile on Twitter to The Masturbator, because they're making fun of my YouTube username. They're more than welcome to make fun of my YouTube username. That's not a big deal. That's not an issue. I can laugh at someone's username. People say that I use
Wait, TOF players attacked him at what?
So
No way. Are you serious?
I have no issue with people laughing.
Like physically or
finding
verbally?
amusement in my name, in content. I'm not lashing out at these people. I'm just
That's just what he
laughing
said?
at
Okay.
something I saw. It is completely harmless. This was blown entirely.
Unless there's like actual video proof, I feel like it was probably just like one fucking weirdo. And he's like, "Don't you talk shit about my waifu."
out of context. Nowhere was any.
Me and Nemesis are gonna get married in real life.
Anyone insulted, nowhere was anyone disrespected.
You know the
no
people, and he
reason. It's
just
fucking
assumes
cringe.
it's TOF.
Preceding the first video was
Yeah.
this follow-up second video
Snorting
titled
and
Update on MMO by Drama. This video was mostly centered on a DM that Mrs. Stix sent the creator in question in private to apologize and to attempt to clear up a few things. Now, she did make a mistake in the DM, where she went on to say that she was apologizing for raiding into the community a few days ago. She did this downstairs on her
Wait,
phone.
who
It's
is
a very
this?
lengthy paragraph. She made a typo. What she meant was a few months ago. She sent this message to, in essence, let him know that we weren't going to raid him again, that we were going to completely distance
Oh, his
ourselves
wife.
from him.
I was asked to bring some information to light, which I got from Miss Stix instead of Mr. Stix himself.
The reason I didn't send a message here was because I
My
didn't
screen
feel
is blocking it.
obligated
Here,
to
let me
I didn't feel like
move
I
it.
needed to. I made a joke, and the joke, or numerous jokes, were taken completely out of
That way you
context.
can
This
see
happens
his-
in streams all the time.
his
This
little
happens
whale
on YouTube
avatar.
all the time.
So, we're going to go through the message, we're going to go through what he had to say, and the real reason behind these videos of mine. I figured I'd be the one to stop there and clarify that. What I do care about is how he treats friends of mine.
I have never interacted with a single friend of his. I have never interacted with any of the people from the previous video.
Content creators and the community of TOF.
I have never insulted or disrespected or attacked any, or even done a dedicated video on any of the Tower Fantasy content creators, with the one single exception being Game Gaki. Now, I will note here, I was searching for a video on screen a few days ago. I went back to a video I did where I had linked to Game Gaki's original video, which was a censored 3.0 Tower Fantasy trailer. And in the video, I speculated that due to the negative comments he got in his video as a direct result of me linking to his video, and the negative comments that I received in my personal video that he had taken down his video because he was being bombarded with hate. At the time, that was my opinion. That is what I thought had happened. I was DM'd earlier today claiming another Tower of Fantasy content creator, Gate00.
Okay, we are 11 minutes in, and we still haven't even talked about TOF.
Talked with Game Gaki about this, and Game Gaki told him the reason that he deleted the video was because he was made aware that it was censored and that the original video
Gato.
was not censored. The video he downloaded was from the official Baidu version of the game, I believe. Thus, I was a little bit overzealous with that comment. I agree. I'm more than happy to admit if or when I'm wrong. Did he delete the video? Yes. Why did he delete the video? Because there were various different comments left that were telling him the video was censored. Some of them were angry. I can't prove this now because the video itself was deleted, but that is the only singular instance where I have ever said anything about anyone, that any Tower Fantasy content creator.
Okay? That's what we don't like. Firstly, the point of this DM is to apologize for raiding into your community a few days ago. Had we known you didn't want it, we wouldn't have intruded on your space. First of all, anybody's more than welcome to come hang out. I've never stopped anybody from wanting to come hang out, but I've never been raided by you. And I don't know where this came from.
So where that came from was we actually raided him 3 months ago. Yes, she said 3 days ago. That was a typo. She meant 3 months ago. This was addressed in the comment section where Tony goes on to state, I found the raid from April. So yes, we raided him. Yes, he didn't see it. He probably didn't scroll up far enough to see it. Looks like he scrolled up a month. Maybe he scrolls up more than a month and he doesn't see our raid. That's perfectly fine. I completely understand that. But to clear things up, we did in fact raid him.
I don't think I've ever been raided by you. So don't know where that came from. Anyways, nextly, his off-the-cuff comment was in regards to just the names. He finds names funny and comments on names a lot, including IRL ones. Well, Mr. Stix, it's glad to know that you're a dick IRL as well.
I can't be the only one that hears a funny name and laughs at it. I get not everyone has the same sense of humor, but it is nevertheless just my sense of humor. Some people might perceive that as me being a dick, sure, but at the end of the day, I'm not hating on you for having a different sense of humor, and you shouldn't hate on
Fucking
someone
criminal.
else for laughing because they found the name funny.
That's great.
You are not allowed
You're
to
worried
laugh.
of his
Stop
opinion of VTubers. I'm actually becoming one because I'm very shy and he supports this, and he stated VTubing would be great for you. I commend you for that. I think
And I did. I know various different VTubers, all wonderful people. I've encouraged Mrs. Stix to also do VTubing because it would be very easy for her to get in front of the camera that way. She doesn't really like being on cam because people make very weird remarks.
See, I just need to put all these people in timeout and make them play Dragon Raja.
They come into chat and start
Oh
saying,
my
you're so
God.
hot, you're so sexy, show me your feet, stand up. It's disgusting. So being a VTuber kind of eliminates a lot of that aspect. And I think that would be great for her because she's also a lot shyer
Tony,
than I
you need to
am. I'm
pick
much
this
more
one.
outgoing.
it would be
Yeah.
great for you as well, especially if you're shy. I think that would be tubing change.
Until he likes it again.
Here are his
Bro,
real
I'm
opinions.
still never going to forgive Tectone for doing that, for telling me to play that stupid fucking game. But yeah, he'll tell everyone to go play fucking Dragon Raja,
On
but not
VTubers.
TOF.
Shy Lily is a VTuber? Oh, well there you go. I know absolutely nothing about VTubers. I've never watched a VTuber in my life.
But yet you followed me until recently.
I mean, I followed you, yeah, because we rated you. As was noted, Mrs. Stix was the one that rated you. She was the one that watched you. I don't watch VTubers. People for longer than a few seconds anyway. Like, I'll periodically stop in, be like, hey, but typically that's about as much interaction I have with VTubers. Now, I talk to VTubers on Discord, but I don't watch them. Sent me VTuber like clips, and they're always like, haha, look at what this VTuber said. And I look at it and they're like, hey, look. Oh, I don't look at it. Sorry, I play like 2 seconds of the clip and they're like, now look at this VTuber clip, a completely different VTuber. I play like a second or two and I'm like, they sound exactly the same. And that's because, again, this was literally a joke. You could hear me laughing. You could see me smiling. It was a joke. I got
Bro,
sent a
when are
few
we getting
different
to the
DMs,
TOF
or
portion?
I got DM'd a few different links, a few different videos. I clicked them. They all sounded the same to me. How can you differentiate other than visually between like the
Never.
VTubers who sent me messages off?
Maybe if you took the chance to educate yourself on VTubers, you would know that every VTuber brings a different personality to the table.
But every single human being brings a different personality to the table. It's not exclusive to VTubers.
That's how it's different.
But if they sound the same, it doesn't
Same
matter.
thing about
No
VTubers.
amount of education is going to allow for me to verbally discern the differences between several people that all have similar voices, similar tones.
But again, it's just dumb. How I don't know. Okay, like the TonyTooGhost guy, he had what, like 400, like right below 500 subs, right? Stix has almost just under 40,000. It's like, I don't know, it's petty as fuck punching that far down.
Similar pitches.
You know,
And
like
that is what
punching
happens. They all have the same
straight
squeaky
or punching
voice,
up
anime girl voice.
makes sense. So like, I get why Tony wanted to make the video, but I don't get why he's so fucking butthurt about it.
Wow.
Mrs. Stix can become a VTuber though if she wants to.
I agree. I think that'd be
Would
great for
save her
you.
having to put on makeup for stream.
Ooh.
I was fed until he saw I was a VTuber.
You know that's why they do it though, right? Yeah, that's why YouTubers are VTubers, and so they don't have to put on makeup. That's the sole reason.
All the
behind
punches
being
should
a
go.
VTuber.
Oh my
And
god.
as should be evident, this is a joke. And the reason why
I'm gonna turn into a
VTubers
VTuber
because they don't wanna
just to
have put on
spite you,
pants.
Riku.
See, I cannot and should not have to preface a joke with the fact that it is in fact a joke. We were laughing and messing around prior to this event, and we were laughing and
never
messing
return.
around preceding this event. This was a joke and blown out of proportion and out of context. Because you can't go through like a 6-hour stream without needing to go take a piss. So being a VTuber just solves that problem. Because if you
No jokes here.
need to go pee and you're not wearing pants as a VTuber, you can just get out and walk out. It doesn't matter. If you are sitting here like I am and not wearing pants, you can't get up to go pee.
First of all, educated and ignorant conversation. First of all, you have
That's
no
debatable.
idea why
You just point the
somebody
camera a little
decided to
bit
be a
higher.
VTuber.
Yeah,
That way you
that's
can't
perfectly
see.
fine, but again, this was a joke.
I, however,
I could be
will
getting
tell you
blown
my
right now,
story.
and you'd have
Roll
no fucking
nuts
idea.
because they don't want to put on makeup. And no, so educate yourself.
Diapers.
I don't need to educate myself on VTubers. VTubers are the same as everyone else. Yes, they use a digital avatar, but they're no different to me, no different to Mrs. Stix, no different to Aswin.
I am literally shitting myself right
Pokimane. There's nothing to educate
Oh
myself
my
on. It was
God.
a joke about presenting yourself in front of a camera and being able to look and dress how you want without criticism from other people.
You can
Before
smell.
making yourself look stupid and just saying ignorant things.
It's a joke. That's it.
I don't know. I
You
think
also, as you
everyone here
stated,
looks stupid.
Not fuck off from playing a game and covering it. Play whatever game you want. Matter of fact, we would love for you to play Tower Fantasy.
I have been covering
It's just
and
this
playing
video.
Tower Fantasy, but I want to note here, real quick, something that was said that very strongly contradicts what was said just there.
Just fuck off. Go harass another community. Play whatever game you want. Matter of fact, we would love for you to play Tower Fantasy.
I don't know. It just maybe it's just me, but that seems a little bit contradictory and a little bit hypocritical to claim that we should play Tower Fantasy, and in your previous video tell me that I'm not welcome and to fuck off.
The more the merrier. What we don't want is people coming into our community and
Soon
disrespecting
they all
our
will
content
fly.
creators.
I have never disrespected a content
Yes.
creator.
Just
No, literally. I 100% promise. If I know MTash played a little bit more because I think 2F had sponsored him a little bit, and he played up until Vera, which is the desert area. I don't know what he thought about it, but like, dude, once they start like catching up, and they're just like, oh wow, all of these issues that we thought that we had with Tower Fantasy have been solved, and all of the issues that we have with other gacha games, wow, TOF solves all of those as well. That's cool.
Because they have
Okay, apart from the boss lag, but I mean, whatever. Fair point.
less subs than you.
I wasn't talking about them or making fun of them
Mostly
for having
Fix,
less
yeah.
subscribers than me either. I commented that they had a funny name, a funny YouTube username. That was it.
They work.
Okay, but honestly, I was like, after I saw the Tectone reacted to this and I watched it, I want to make a video like that's titled like, oh, I had the title in mind. It was like, I was like, oh, so the title is gonna be like, so you think Tower Fantasy sucks, question mark. Here's why you're wrong. Mostly. Or kinda.
Just as hard as anybody
What is
else
the point of the
to
game if you
provide
can't find a boss?
positive content.
Well, like, it only lags if you have your Wonder account set to like 30 like I did. And even then, like, your game doesn't lag, the boss itself lags. Do it generate buzz roast? Bro, could you imagine someone like this reacting to someone who has like 50 subs? Bro, but honestly, if like they did watch it, could you imagine? I'd probably get more subs. Think about it. Region server merges? Yes. No. So actually, that's according to Gato talking about the Real Engine 4. Even once the region server happens, it's still going to be the exact same amount of lag because each channel is its own server, and there's still a max. So no matter what, it's still going to be the exact same amount of lag. You're just going to be able to see a lot more wonders throughout the world.
I'm going to be honest,
Supposedly.
they probably work much harder than I do. I never contested that or alluded to otherwise.
For the community to keep us well informed. We would love to see you do that too.
Because the bosses
We
don't
care if you
lag
bring to light
if there's
issues
like
that need to
maybe
be worked on, but
like
show some positives.
10,
I have
15
shown
players.
I
Once you
actually
get past
genuinely have shown
15,
positives. 3 days ago, I did a
the
video
bosses lag a
on
little bit.
Tower Fantasy's Yulan trailer, where I discussed how absolutely incredible not only she looked, but the trailer looked as well. 3 months ago, I did a video on the Chinese trailer, reveal trailer for 3.0, where I discussed how good the update looked. 5 months ago, I did a video on how absolutely incredible patch 2.4, the underwater zone, looked. This looks crazy. I have done numerous positive videos on the game. I have done more negative. There's no contesting that opinion, but the reason I've done more negative is because, unfortunately, there is more negative than there is positive to discuss with regards to the game.
Stop clickbaiting.
That's
okay?
debatable.
Clickbaiting is part of YouTube. That's just how it is. I'm sorry. I mean, your videos
So
are
true.
MMO by needs to stop in all
Preach,
caps,
King,
followed by an
preach.
update on the MMO by drama. That is also clickbait. You're clickbaiting as well, and that is fine. Clickbaiting is part of YouTube. There's nothing wrong with clickbait.
Now,
Yeah, I
back
don't
to
care
what
about clickbaiting.
The disrespect.
Bro, okay. 20 minutes in, we still haven't talked about any TOF issues. And this is what I mean. Every issue that anyone has with TOF never actually gets discussed.
Content creators. Brian, throw that
You
clip
might
in.
sub to this guy.
Okay, one from yesterday? Yeah, roll it.
Porno right now. This is just me laughing at extra YouTube usernames again.
Choose the
As
community.
As a joke.
Okay, but I mean, okay. Objectively speaking, the Genshin community is 1,000 times worse than any other community, but you know they'll still get like praise, and you know players like Tectone or MTash will still come back to it and play these new updates and give them thousands of dollars, right? So that's my argument. I'm not saying TOF is perfect. I'm just saying that in comparison to these other games and the criticisms that those games get versus this one, it's completely different.
As well. Like, completely
You already know
lost. You
Genshin
can
is a
tell by
flaming
the way you
dumpster.
play that you don't play this game.
Stop punching
play
down.
I haven't played it in about 8 or 9 months. That's why I came
Okay, technically I'm punching up because the Genshin community is like way up here. So
back for. That's why I have streamed it for and played it for roughly 30 hours this week, so I could do a more dedicated, more accurate video on it.
So you come in and make these videos shitting on the game that you
They're full
don't
of
even play.
midgets.
We
Hey,
unfortunately got
I'm
bombarded by hateful folks from the
tall-ish.
community like we never have by any other community on these videos covering the flaws of this game. They even sought me out and bullied me in game, and I don't even do videos. And no, we didn't cover it as it happened in solo too, and it just made it worse for me.
So what she means by that is, with Swords of Legends
Shark
Online,
King.
there were people that were griefing her, preventing her from successfully completing raids, because I did a video on the game that didn't align with their narrative of it. So they griefed her as often as they could. I then did a video addressing the griefing that was going on. I called out the community as being toxic, because that is what was happening. There are other content creators that were there at the time that can verify that these events were going on, and so we learned a valuable lesson. Don't do a video covering hate or drama that is directed at you via the community in a game.
So yes, that does become our opinion of the community, because this is all we get to see.
I don't know. Do they know that those people were griefing because of the videos? I mean, I don't know. I've seen every single streamer get griefed in any... It doesn't matter what the fucking game is.
See, even when I tried changing my name to Hyde. As you could probably tell in the comments on your video, they like to suggest we should get ganged up on, etc., etc., and violence is usually suggested, and the toxicity circle is complete.
Now, this isn't just exclusive to Tower Fantasy, though, as you guys no doubt saw, or you can see if you go ahead and look at either of his videos. While yes, there are toxic comments from the Tower Fantasy community, there is also toxic comments directed at him. I have a lot of toxic comments that are directed at me all the time. I am more than fine with that. It doesn't bother me, but that doesn't mean...
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I never get any type of toxic comments. They're all positive.
They're not there, and that doesn't mean that this doesn't happen.
There's no violence suggested. What's suggested is for people to stand up.
And I will note here, he said there is no violence suggested. During a stream from Gate00, who is once again another Tower Fantasy streamer, Mrs. Stix was gifted a sub where at the time she saw comments like, I don't know, it's just me, but telling him to fuck off and he's cringe felt nice, but I want to punch his face still. That is more than fine. You are welcome to have that opinion, but in what world is that not violence? That is what was being said as Mrs. Stix was being mean and being directed specifically to his stream, not Tony's, Gate00's. Another thing that doesn't really line up with me is that he does go on to state that he doesn't hate me, but in that same stream, just slightly earlier, he went on to state that he doesn't.
I will defend.
You're more than welcome.
I will
to
defend
hate
my
me. That is
waifus.
perfectly fine, but at the same time, own it. I own.
We will
that
go
I
to
do
war.
More negative videos on Tower Fantasy than I do
God.
on any other gacha game. Tower Fantasy is
I
a
will hit
game
you
that is
with the
in a
keyboard.
regular cycle for me, but that is not the only game that I have in a regular cycle. I do a lot of Punishing Grey Raven videos. I do a lot of Blue Archive videos. I did a lot of Nikkei videos. And yeah, I do a lot of Tower Fantasy videos, but that's just because it's one of the games that do better on my channel. So is Blue Archive, so is Punishing Grey Raven. These are games that you want to actively do videos on because they're the kinds of videos, they're the games that people want to watch, and you need to do videos that cater to your audience and what your audience is interested in watching.
And not let you bully our community and our content creators. And there's nothing wrong with calling somebody out.
I completely agree. But once again, there's a difference between calling someone out for insulting or disrespecting someone and then just someone laughing at a YouTube username or making a joke about being able to present yourself however you want in front of your cam because it's not turned on and they can't see your face.
So go look at the comments yourself. In regards to your Blue Protocol Reddit comment, he actually barely touches it, and it's run by the Blue Protocol loving community.
Which is true. I have it up right here. We have various different
What the
moderators. Of course, one is me. I made this Blue Protocol subreddit a long time ago because I have a passion for Blue Protocol and anime MMOs in general. It is also co-run by Commander A's. Commander A's is actually the main moderator over on the New World subreddit. The reason he is also a co-owner of the Blue Protocol subreddit is to keep me in line, to make sure I don't do anything that is unprofessional. This is my first time running a subreddit, or a subreddit that has a lot of...
Wait, to make sure he doesn't do anything unprofessional, but he made a clip of mounting
active users.
It's in the rules on what can be posted and how often.
I no
to keep
longer
the
know what
Reddit from being a
unprofessional
huge
means.
Self-promotion line of topics like the other one. He adheres to this too and doesn't post his videos since he made this rules years ago and leaves it for other content creators to post.
You don't see anything wrong.
And
Very
that is
professional.
100% true. Over here, and as you can see, actually, she linked an image showcasing the rules. The rules state, for self-promotion, these rules were agreed on by both Commander Ace and myself. We understand all content creators and influencers want views for their videos. However, the sub is not a link dump. Any self-promotion that does not follow the below rule will be removed with a warning issued and a ban following if the warning is not adhered to. Self-promotional videos are limited to 1 thread per 10 community posts, which means you need to be an active part of the community if you want to promote your own videos, and there's nothing wrong with having that rule. It prevents people from coming in, making 1 post, and then saying, here's a video I did on the game. Your video will then be removed and a warning issued if you violate that rule.
Okay, he's about to get to Gato.
Other content creator posts.
That is true. I have deleted other content creator videos. There have been a lot of other content creator videos deleted on the subreddit. The reason for that is because a lot of people don't read the self-promotional rule. The self-promotion or rules with regards to self-promotion are common on every single subreddit.
I mean, he did it to Gaudio like a year ago.
I've done it
there's
to
proof of
numerous
that
people.
on the internet.
Oh, is
Check
it
out the VOD
Gaudio?
from Ga-
Stix.
I thought it was
This guy,
Gato.
He's the sole moderator of the subreddit.
That's because there was no point in keeping additional moderators on a dead subreddit after I redirected everyone over to the other Tower Fantasy subreddit, because the other subreddit had a community manager directly from Level Infinite associated with it. I felt like there's no point in me keeping my own anymore. There's no point in attempting to fracture the 2 different subreddit communities.
So he personally removed my
call him
PV
Gate?
post way back over a
Well, I
year
guess
ago.
it's
For
Gato.
self-promotion.
Sticks
And then
the
he
savior.
basically like blah 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 blah.
What's
blah,
going
all
on,
this
Boy
shit.
Tut?
I've said this multiple times.
What I believe was posted was his
Dude, and like I feel like so much attention is being drawn to the to this particular video is because there's no other content creator making like TOF defense videos. So that's why I really want to make one, just to see what would happen.
English subtitled version of an already
He is our Lord and
existing
Savior.
Chinese trailer for the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. I made sure to state that this was not a link dump. This is a rule that I like to reinforce. It is a rule that I like to encourage.
Please cook
activity
longer than
in
20
communities.
minutes.
I do not believe that.
Yeah,
we
no,
should
like
be
I'm gonna have to
overrun
like
with
actually go
links to
pretty hard
people's
with it if I
videos,
did.
because that brings down the quality of the
gonna
subreddit.
ignore
Basically, like, well, this guy tried to gatekeep me last year.
No,
There's
you
no
would watch it,
gatekeeping that
Riku.
happened. I did not want the subreddit to become a
I know
link
for a
dump.
fact you
That's
watch
what
my
people were attempting to
videos and
do.
jerk
It was
off,
just another
okay?
person that
Don't
posted
fucking lie to
a
me.
video, numerous videos at the time that were all removed. If a link was posted directly to the official video
Huh?
on like Billy or Baidu or whatever, it would have been left up.
Anyways, we realize you're past the point of talking based on your anger we heard in your voice and telling us to fuck off, but wanted to
Are we
My
never gonna
eyes,
talk about TOF?
and most
Holy
of them are
shit.
very and that, as you could tell by my facial expression, I was joking at the fact that there is
Come the
a very
second you
low
launch the
population
video,
in the
don't
game.
have to
While it was
watch
a
it.
joke, it's also true. The views, like 100 to 500 views. Not even 1,000 views, most of them. I feel very sad for them because they trying to do something yet not so appreciated by Tower Fantasy community. Meanwhile, our Doom poster Stix gets all the views. Yeah, look at this. I do. I get all the views. Yeah. I mean, this is not a lot of views. 7, 4, 8, 11. This is me mocking myself. I'm making fun of the fact that on average the views are at 10, maybe 20k. Let me open up Tower Fantasy real quick. All right. 12,000, 13, 25.
The fuck you say to me, you little
13, 50, 30. Here I go to elaborate on the views that my Tower Fantasy videos get, which are admittedly, arguably pretty average for the channel with the exception of a few. 13, 10, 25, 50, 76,
Damn.
20, 60.
I'm pretty sure I get an average of like 20, so I'm doing pretty fucking good.
5, 25,
Oh
90,
my God.
25, 40. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. Cease gets all the views, which discourages the hard work of these content creators. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It should not discourage you from doing the content
Keep up
you
the
want
good
to
work.
do. Yes, my Tower Fantasy videos might get more views than
It's
the
not
other
much, but it's
content
honest
creators
work.
listed in the previous Reddit thread that was listed, but that is purely because more people want to see the negative than they do the positive. Once again, reiterating that point.
So it does take away.
That
And
is
it
true.
does
People will 100% click on negative things over positive.
discourage content creators because we got people like you who only cover this.
If I did not
We get
cover
more
the
views.
negative aspect of
Okay,
the
but
game,
I'm
these
not hiding my
content
face and I
creators would
get
be
far
getting the
less
same
views. Is it
I'm
because I am
taking
not
away
Dolphin?
views from the other content creators.
I will
If
be
did
Dolphin
positive
if
videos,
that's what it
then the
takes.
other content creators would get the same views. It doesn't matter whether I'm talking positive or negative, the other content creators are going to receive the same views. If
Oh,
they
that's a
continue to do
whale.
the same kind of
Oh.
content they're getting, which is netting them 100 to 500 views.
Negativeness of the game. And
K-Pal.
what's so wrong
That's
with this
strike
game, and why this
3.
game is dying, and this is the last chance for Tough to do something. 3.0 is huge, and if they fail, it's all over, and it's fucking end of service. When in reality, you're
Strike me,
discouraging people
Daddy.
who may even potentially want to get into the game because they see a video like yours instead of a video of the new character coming out and the best way to build them, what constellations to pull,
You're
etc.,
saying the
etc.
3.0.
So next time you report on a video,
Yeah, no, like that's why I'm saying like each update just gets better and better and better. But I mean, I guess apparently the Doom posting is just getting worse and worse from people who don't really play the game.
instead of doom posting it like you do all the time, why don't you include some of the things
Granted,
that
I mean,
improved
I
from the
don't,
beginning?
I don't know how often he
That
plays
is
it,
why
so
I
who
have
knows?
I have invested over
Two old
30
people who
hours
play how
into
many-
the game, so I can discuss the positives and the negatives both.
To now. Oh wait, I'm sorry. You haven't even got to endgame.
I mean, yeah, I'm level 65, I've cleared all the story, I've explored all the zone, and I'm pushing as far as I possibly can before doing a video. But I shouldn't need to get to endgame and do the max level content to say X feature sucks or X feature is good.
And by the way, we all know that an MMO is all about endgame and the path to endgame, and all of that's
And the path to endgame, which is where I am currently, I'm pushing towards it.
improved. There is negativeness, but
It has improved. I will completely agree with that.
Yeah,
3.0 is very
Oh, yeah,
different to
that's right,
1.0
Riku.
and 2.0.
That is why I'm saying, like, I mean, I guess he said that he's still pushing for it, so that's why he hasn't made a video over it. But at the same time, it's like, bruh, you haven't really played this game then. If you're only level 60, yeah, like, and the road to get there is still like, there's so much fucking content that like. And even just like the temporary events, like the little mini games, like there's just so fucking much. Doesn't start until you hit the install button.
I played through 2/3 of 2.0 and all of 3.0 thus far. 3.0 is a noticeable improvement, but at the end of the day,
Riku's
this
gonna
is
come
just
back.
your
Don't
opinion,
worry.
Just like my opinion.
there's a lot more positiveness and a lot of changes that help not only new players, low spenders, free-to-plays, and whales. And
Yes, and that's another thing, where TOF really does an amazing job by balancing out whales and free-to-play players.
the best part of Tower Fantasy is the
You gave your
community.
Genshin and
And
TOF account to a
the
streamer you
problem
watch.
we have,
Wait, but
is
not
you
me?
coming into it and destroying
Riku.
people's, like, just
Let Riku come back.
hard work.
What's
You
going
haven't
on, Leo?
Destroyed a single person's hard work. I'm sorry, but that's just a very bold statement to make. I haven't affected anyone's hard work. They can work as hard as they want to.
Did you give it to a big boba streamer?
How much effort?
Because I
someone
I
puts
can
into
I
their
can show
videos.
bobas.
Talk bad about these
Side
content
boba?
creators you don't even know.
I haven't talked
Side.
bad about any of the content creators. I laughed
Top?
at a YouTube username.
Just
I can try to do bottom.
You're bigger than them?
I never said that I'm bigger than them. I never attempted to make fun of them or attack them because I was bigger than them.
Show
That
us your
that was
tatas.
never stated anywhere or even alluded to.
Use your community to do something good for the game.
The
I
guy who
use my
hosted?
community to do good for
Wait,
games
hosted
where
me.
games warrant.
Oh, the what's his name? The one that I rated from that Orange likes. Ethan? Okay, I don't know Ethan. Jiggle on stream.
Good to be done. To discourage other people from making content, just make the same content.
Oh, yeah, let's all doom post.
Like,
Everybody, listen,
let's-
guys, if you
hold
guys
on.
guys, if you guys want to make it on YouTube right now, start a channel and start doom posting why Ashes of Creation is gonna fail. Why
There are
Blue
people
Protocol
that do that already.
is gonna fail.
That has already been done too.
Why Riot's MMO is gonna fail.
The Doom Post
That's how we
videos.
do it, boys.
Yeah, and see, that's why, I don't know, I feel like a lot of games are going to die out because people just keep making stupid ass videos like, you know, X, Y, and Z game is dead. And it's just like, okay, I mean,
Forget the hot tub streams. Make the Doom Post videos.
He is
okay, but what if I do the hot tub stream plus the Doom posting? Think about it. Think about it.
claiming that I am inhibiting the growth and success of other people, and I'm giving them a solution here. If you want more views, and this is completely unrelated to me, do the kinds of videos that the viewers want to watch. Unfortunately, those are negative videos. Tower of Fantasy dying. Why Tower of Fantasy fail? Why Genshin won? Why did Tower of Fantasy die? How? See, these are videos that prove my point.
Okay. and I've watched most of these videos, and again, they're all from people who played for the first couple of months, and it fucking kills me
These people doing negative
because they'll say stupid shit that like issue, or they'll bring up issues that have already been long since fixed, and they're like, oh, yeah, like the fact that it has this issue, I just can't go back to it. And it's like, we don't have that issue. Stop.
videos on the game are getting a lot of
Tower of
views.
Fantasy died.
A year ago.
Now, I mean, if someone's just like, oh, like, I just don't like the design. Okay. You don't like the characters. Fine. You don't like the story. Whatever. But whenever you, like, they just say stuff that is blatantly just objectively wrong, that's whenever it's just like, okay. Now you're just straight, like, Doom posting. Stupid shit is filling motherfuckers don't play. Yes. That issue. Videos are not relevant forever. That is correct. But like whenever they'll post a video, like so like Asmongold posted one like it was like a few weeks ago. He was talking about like the server population issues, and I mean the good thing is that during the video, his chat was telling him like, oh yeah, like, you know, we fixed these problems, and he was just like, oh, well, maybe I'll have to go back and try it. So it's posting videos now talking about problems at that time. So like if they were posted during the time that they had the issue, then that's one thing, but posting videos now talking about those same issues is just like, okay. Now I know for a fact you haven't played the game and you're just repeating what you had already said whenever the game first came out. But if it's during the time of the issue, that's completely different.
Go
Tower
2
of
months
Fantasy,
ago,
why the
5
game's
months
hype couldn't
ago.
keep up. Literally, like there are so many videos like
From
this
months
game
ago.
is dead. Yeah, they're from months ago because they get a lot of views and therefore rank. This
5
game is
months,
dying,
1 month,
right?
7
Yeah, and like I can't blame the algorithm because it is what it is, but
months.
And they all get views.
Yeah.
The reason why these people are getting 100 views is because they're making the wrong kind of videos.
Wow.
That's it. Make videos people that is the point. That is 100% true. If they were making the right videos, they would be getting tens of thousands of views. People want to watch.
Wow.
At the end of the day, people want to know that the game isn't doing as well as people are making it out to be. At the end of the day, people want all that juicy drama. People want to know all the shit that's happening with... They do. They want all the juicy drama, as is evidenced by the fact that you have 2 videos now that have gotten 100 times the views of your normal videos. The game. More
Wow.
people want a game to
negativity.
fail than there are
Yeah.
people that want a game to succeed. That is the sad, disgusting truth.
You, sir, are a
here, wait. Doom Post TOF equals more views. I mean, if you make videos of a dying game, you're going to get less people. I'm making a video. TOF is better than Genshin. Let's see how much toxic I get. No one else's fault. TOF was released as a bug-ridden piece of shit. That is true. That is 100% true. TOF really fucked up at that release.
jackass.
See, that is attacking a content creator. That is something I did not do.
You, sir, don't give a shit about the gaming community.
1.0 is like,
you want-
That is also
Those were the
purely
dark ages.
speculation. I have done numerous videos on numerous different gacha games and MMOs, encouraging people to
yeah,
play
and
them,
and like
talking
that's my
about nothing
point.
but
Where like
positives.
all of these
Fine,
people's
it's just
issues
clicks.
are
Money
from
from the clicks.
1.0,
All I want
and
are
that's it.
views. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting views from a video. I'm assuming that a large number of
Oh, thank you for the
YouTubers
follow,
also want views from their
Hellbrand.
videos. That's not an
And 60 bucks
egregious
to the
want
other
or
week. He was level
claim to
35.
make.
So,
days
when I
away
say
from the
fuck
game.
off, I mean
But-
leave the community
pretty
alone. Stop
faces to best video with-
disrespecting
I've
our
played
content creators.
extensively.
Which I never did.
Exactly,
Stop
no,
taking
and
away
like that's
from
the
hard
thing.
work that they put in.
I never
And
have.
because again, like, you know, even a lot of the temporary events, you know, like the Fall Guys. The Fall Guys is one of my, by far my favorite fucking game mode ever. And you know that's only here for like a certain amount of time. So if you just hop into the game whenever, say, like some of these mini games aren't available, you don't get to enjoy it. So that's why. I don't know. It's. Every game tends to have a shit launch in some way. Genshin was perfect on release. Got worse as they went. Yes, 100%.
You, sir, are just a real jackass. Fuck off. All right, everyone.
Hopefully that clears up all of the misconceptions. Once again, he is more than entitled to his own opinion. I wanted to clear up everything.
Okay, so the whole video was just talking shit.